Damn, we're really at this part of the offseason. We're talking about LeBron James. As you guys know, I don't really talk about LeBron because I'm not one of those people who dick ride LeBron, nor do I hate LeBron. I'm actually a LeBron fan, you know, if you have to ask me. I don't compare eras. I think when we talk about basketball, you don't hear people go Tom Brady versus Johnny Unitas. So I don't get into the whole Jordan LeBron debate. And I'm also a huge Larry Bird fan, so I do have some biases. I'm just kidding, guys. But either way, we're going to talk about LeBron said this. So not LeBron said, but Marc Stein said this. Sources briefed on the matter stressed that LeBron is extremely happy in Los Angeles despite Lakers' back-to-back rocky seasons. He and his family, by all accounts, have grown increasingly entrenched in Southern California since LeBron James signed with the Lakers in 2018, per Marc Stein. The prevailing thought in league circles holds that the only chance to play elsewhere alongside Bronny James, who's eligible for the 2024 NBA draft, continues to develop as an NBA prospect, would spur LeBron James to push for an LA exit. Hints about James' intentions from LeBron himself or agent Rich Paul have essentially become non-existent since the Lakers' last game in April. The Lakers have likewise deferred any discussions about the possibilities until August 4th arrives. The following background and rumbles shared below are what have basically Marc Stein gleaned through his own checking in advance of James' on-rushing eligibility date for an extension. James has basically three options. He can currently play out his current deal at $44.5 million and become a free agent after his 20th NBA season, or he can sign a one-year extension for $46.7 million, or a maximum two-year extension worth $97.1 and presumably contain a player option for year two. James, remembers, turns 38 years old on December 30th, and the league over 38 rule explained in a much more thorough detail on Keith, like, it's, if you want to go search it out, Google it, and Keith Smith's spot rack has basically prevents him from signing anything longer than a 2-year deal. And basically, because the Lakers' well-chronicled lack of assets have scuttled their attempts to pry away Irving from the Nets, or even complete one fallback option of a trade that they've discussed with inquiring Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, seemingly no one wants to make a trade with LA without getting back both of the Lakers' 2 first-round picks that they have to trade, which is 2027, 2029, which is after LeBron James presumably will retire. And the Lakers to this point have shown a willingness to surrender only one of those 2 trade picks, available picks, and depending on the partner, and they figure to seek protections on the pick rather than sending it out unprotected. And, you know, Brooklyn's Kevin Durant as well is discussed daily and seems to be something else. But let's talk about, you know, Bronny James and stuff. So as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, Bronny James is ranked by 24/7 Sports as the 50th best player, and then 24/7 Sports Composite as the 43rd best player. He has, I guess, interest from Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, but he has, I guess, no offers at this point. And Eric Bozzi wrote in February that right now at 6'3", he's a guy who's starting on a loaded Sierra Canyon team. He's filled out very nicely. He's added some pop on his drives to the rim through traffic or in transition. One of his strengths is his ability to make catch and shoot jumpers, and he's a fantastic passer. James gives good effort on the defensive end where he plays with toughness and versatility. There are times where he's a bit passive on the offensive end, but he's made some positive stride as a junior. He's heading into his senior year. And yeah, so basically he made his unofficial visit back in 2018 to Duke, and that's really his only thing. And then there was a Bleacher Report article you guys saw in the beginning that Bronny James reportedly not seen by college coaches likely to play in college basketball. And Adam Finkelstein of 24/7 Sports recently discussed Bronny James' recruitment while reviewing his performance at the Nike Peach Jam earlier this week, and he said there was chatter that son of the NBA star LeBron James isn't destined for college basketball. And he's been getting, you know, one question all over the gym and all over the Twitter space is that there isn't anybody really recruiting Bronny James, and there's a perception that he's not going to play college basketball. And Finkel said that's not a fact by any stretch, but you sit in the college coaches section, you hear what other college coaches are saying, and he hasn't heard anyone saying, yeah, we're making a hard push for Bronny. And Bronny's right now ranked as the 7th best shooting guard and the 46th overall player in the 2023 24/7 composite. Okay, so it's different than what the fucking showing on the website in this article, but he's 6'3", 190 pounds. His physicality isn't as imposing as his father, 6'9", 250, but he had a really good impression at the Nike Peach Jam where he had a 28 performance in the game Monday, and he showed more aggression on offense than he had ever previously displayed. And Finkelstein said Bronny James is trending in the right direction as a senior, but his lack of recruitment is somewhat baffling, and it's nothing to do with the type of player it is. Everybody's in agreement that he's a good player who would have an impact winning at a college level one day, and Finkelstein made it clear nothing is official regarding James's situation. He reiterated that nearly universal belief is that college ball isn't in his future, and this is his quote. I just think the perception, although we haven't heard anything definitive out of Bronny's camp, it's not like he's going to play college ball, it seems like, and that could change in the coming weeks or months, but he hasn't spoken to any of the college coaches really, and nobody's really recruiting him. So, you know, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It's a whole weird situation, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of this whole Bronny James situation? I think it's interesting as all hell. But that's basically it. We're just milking videos out today, but I love y'all guys. Go check out my NBA show and my NFL channel. Links are in the description. Puppies. Oh.